Go live.
All right. Looks like we're live, I think.
Yay.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the latest episode of New Music Friday. We're doing another live stream version, and I have Jana here with me.
Hi. I have the day off work.
Yeah. So she has a kind of random Friday off, like once every month or so.
Yeah.
So I thought that would be a cool way to do these live streams, or the days when Jana's home, because I think it's more fun when Jana's here. You know, she's better at the interactive element than me. So when I'm solo, I'll probably pre-record it and put it out on Fridays. But when Jana's here, we'll do a kind of a live version, a little bit more loose and more fun and just interactive if anyone wants to join in and chat or whatnot.
I don't really have much to contribute to the content of the show, but I just like being a part of it. So.
Yeah. Yeah, and maybe you'll have questions or comments or something. Hopefully things I can answer. So, yeah. And so I guess while people are kind of joining in chat, maybe, if you have like anything you want to put into the chat, we'll make sure to address it at some point in the show and
Say hi.
Talk about what you've been listening to recently or whatever, or any other news items or things that you have heard about in the world of Prog. So I guess I'll go with item number 1, right?
Item number 1, news item number 1.
All right. So first, this was exciting for me. Was Dream Theater won a Grammy this past week for the best metal performance. So Dream Theater was one of my favorite bands, so I was really excited to see them win an award. You know, you don't see a band like that win Grammys very often, so it was really an exciting thing. I don't think they were part of like the main like broadcast ceremony. I think it was like a pre-show kind of thing where they do the additional awards that aren't part of the main show.
The less
popular awards, maybe. But there was a video I saw of John Petrucci, the guitarist of Dream Theater, accepting his award. So it was really cool. And I like what he said, kind of like just reading off his kind of quote from his acceptance speech. He said, "On behalf of the entire band, I'd like to thank the Recording Academy and everybody who voted for us. You know, they used to tell us our songs were way too long. We used weird time signatures, and there were too many guitar solos. In fact, this song is in 17/8, so try to tap your foot to it. But we just won a Grammy, so I'm glad we didn't listen. All the Dream Theater fans around the world, you guys rock. We love you. For fans of Prog and Prog metal, stay true to your art, and it's alive and well." So I thought that was cool.
That's awesome.
So yeah, they won for the song The Alien, which was on their last album, A View from the Top of the World.
Genesis had it?
No, the song's called Genesis. So the other nominees in the metal category were Deftones for their song Genesis, Gojira for Amazonia, Mastodon for Pushing the Tides, and Rob Zombie with The Triumph of King Freak, A Crypt of Preservation and Superstition. So those were the other songs that were up for this award, but Dream Theater took it home, and it's kind of cool to see a prog band win an award like that. So just thought I had to mention that, and I like what he said about prog and prog metal being alive and well, and to stick to your art no matter how long the songs are or how weird the time signatures are, that there's still an audience for this kind of music. And
I think that like falls right in line perfectly with our channel, because I'm like, why is it like this? And then they just do it unapologetically, and that's great. Like, that's great. It's like, stick to your art, man.
That's cool, yeah.
Just because I might think it weird, why should you change? Be you.
Yeah, and we talk about that all the time.
I'm weird
about
in my own ways. So.
Long songs and time signatures. That's a common topic on our Jana Reacts.
Yeah.
So.
It is.
So I thought that would be a fun item to start with here. Second news item.
News item number 2.
Yeah, another big thing that popped up just mostly between the last day or two is Pink Floyd released a new single called Hey Hey Rise Up, kind of for Ukraine, for the people of Ukraine, and like dealing with the situation they're dealing with, and kind of just to, you know, be something for them to help them at this time, you know, of difficulty in Ukraine. So Pink Floyd, basically it's David Gilmour and Nick Mason from kind of the the classic Pink Floyd lineup, as well as bassist Guy Pratt and keyboardist Nitin Sawhney. And then they have a kind of a guest contributing vocals, Andriy Kilvinek, I believe. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but that's my best attempt. From the Ukrainian band Boombox. So they, it's kind of cool. They had this. It's like in Ukrainian. It's like a.
Yeah. That's what you played for me.
Yeah,
last
I
night,
played that
right?
for you last night.
Good.
So it's kind of a cool little, kind of, effort for that.
Yeah, really neat video. Like it was interspersed with them playing the music and him singing with like news footage and footage of like the struggle that the Ukrainian people are going through right now.
Right.
It was really a cool video.
Yeah, and so it's I think he's singing some kind of it's like a Ukrainian protest song written during World War I. It says that he's singing in the video, and then Pink Floyd kind of plays on top of this protest song that he's singing. And the last line of the song translates to "Hey, hey, rise up and rejoice." So just a cool thing. And it's cool because Pink Floyd hasn't released new music in a while. So basically since 1994 is the Division Bell. Wow. They did release The Endless River in 2014, but it was basically stuff that they recorded back in those Division Bell sessions in 1994. So kind of interesting that they're coming out to support the people of Ukraine at this time with some new music when that's something they haven't done in a while. It's enough of a event for them to feel worth coming out with a single for this. So thought that was kind of cool news. So I wanted to mention that. Are you going to the next item? Yeah. Okay.
So we have some people in the chat, so we just wanted to say hi to Andrew, and Sticks1231, Jeff Jones, Kent K,
awesome,
and Janine and Friederlike. I'm not going to try and pronounce all your names. I'm so sorry.
Cool, yeah.
But thank you for being here.
Yeah,
we
thank you in the chat.
appreciate it. So you guys are great.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So,
keep going.
So there was some cool things kind of popping up this morning that I wanted to mention as a big fan of some of these groups. One is that the Flower Kings are reissuing their whole catalog basically on vinyl, but I think also on CD. They're starting with their first two albums. That's what they announced this morning, that they're releasing their first two albums on vinyl and on CD, new remastered versions. I believe it's the first time these albums have been on vinyl. I could be wrong about that, but there's many of their albums that haven't been on vinyl yet, so it's kind of a cool opportunity to collect their albums on vinyl. I've already pre-ordered my copy of them.
The ones you bought earlier this
morning.
I
bought these this morning, so I couldn't help myself. I'm a huge fan of Flower Kings. In fact, I'm going to be doing like a big album ranking of Flower Kings coming up soon in a few weeks, so should be really cool. But yeah, these are being released on May 27th, but they're up for pre-order now as limited CD digipack, gatefold 180 gram 2 LP plus CD plus LP booklet package, and as a digital album, remastered and partially remixed with updated artwork and liner notes from Roy Stolt. So should be really cool. And they're starting with their two first albums, World of Adventures and Metropolis, and then they're going to keep reissuing all their catalog throughout the course of 2022 and 2023. So
that's good that they're spreading it out. That's nicer on the pocketbook.
Right. So the next batch will be Flower Power and Stardust We Are, which will be arriving on June 24th. So like
a month after Stardust this. We Are.
Yeah, we did do that one, huh?
Stardust We Are. I remember that one.
Aw. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. So
that's a good one.
Pre-orders for that second set of albums will start on May 6th. So that'll be the next big bump in the spending. So
wait, when?
On May 6th is when the next pre-orders will go up for the next two albums. So just kind of a cool project for people who are collectors and fans of Flower Kings. Just kind of a cool thing that they're doing. I like this. Let's see, Royna's comments about it. he says, I've been living life in the fast lane for a long time as far as releases with the Flower Kings and all of my other bands and projects, but it's been both a real joy and a sobering experience revisiting early Flower Kings years and early albums. I remember once again what I set out to do in the mid-90s, symphonic progressive rock with a clear melodic and sometimes folky vibe, a Swedish tone, colored by all things progressive and influenced by my teenage years, listening habits, hearing Focus, Frank Zappa, Yes, Tomita, Gentle Giant, and Weather Report, etc. Back then opened up a world of possibilities. Remixing some of these songs for the reissues took me back and made it even more fun to start work on and include a big chunk of this in our live set. We are now truly heading back to the world of musical adventures. So
that's cool. There is a question in the chat if you know who remastered these reissues. Do we know, or is it just Flower Kings?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I was under the impression that a lot of the work's being done by Roina himself, by Roina Stolt.
Okay.
But I don't know all the process of how it's working. So.
All right.
But yeah, it's coming out all throughout this year and next, I think. So I'm hoping they cover all their releases and I can collect them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I buy my own things, so I can't.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
We each have our own hobbies and things we buy.
Yeah.
For me, it's vinyl, a little bit too obsessively.
For me, it's craft supplies.
Yeah, a little different.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I have so much pretty paper. I love
it. So yeah, I'm planning to do a big like vinyl haul style video. I try to do those every few months. And so I'm kind of planning one in the next few weeks as well. And it's going to be quite expansive. Yeah. I was hoping to kind of like settle down and not purchase as much vinyl this year, but I think I've kind of...
You blew that out of the
water.
that.
So it'll be quite a substantial group of records that I think will be fun. So that's just a tease for what's coming. I'm
going to go to the Scrapbook Expo again.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Cool. That's how we kind of balance out.
We have our hobbies.
Yeah. All right. Item number 4.
Item number 4.
Yeah. So this one, another new thing that came out this morning, The Tangent released their first single from their upcoming album. The single's called Changes, the single edit, because Changes on the record is actually kind of an epic song. So this is a shorter version just for the single release. And their upcoming new album is called Songs from the Hard Shoulder. So that should be... Hard Shoulder, yeah.
Okay.
So that comes out June 10th.
I'm just like imagining trying to like lay on a hard shoulder and I just... Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So June 10th is when that comes out. A band that I really love. The Tangent are incredible. Modern prog band, progressive, little bit jazzy in style, led by Andy Tillison. Really cool stuff, and the song is really cool. Really check out that single, Changes. I'll have it in the description at some point. So the actual song is like 16 minutes long, but this is just a shorter edit of it. And it's them kind of focusing on their epic length long songs really for most of it. There's like only one song that's under like 16 minutes on the upcoming record, so it should be kind of cool to check that one out if you're a fan of The Tangent and Andy Tillison and all things that they do. So I pre-ordered that as well this morning, so an expensive morning for me between that and Flower Kings, but it's an album I'm really looking forward to, and I'll definitely be covering it on the channel at some point because I really appreciate their work. You know, they're a great group, and this sounds like it should be a really fun record. So yeah, that was kind of that item.
Somebody says in the chat that we should combine our music and Jenna's craft work.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
It was when you started your channel a year ago. I was like, I want to do a YouTube channel, and so I started a YouTube channel just for my crafts. I did one video, which is amazing, and I love it. It's just like a scrapbook warehouse haul like video of everything I bought at a scrapbook warehouse, but it's like the one video. That's all I've done. It's called Glue and Glitter.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the name of the channel.
Check it out.
You don't have to subscribe. It's okay. I can't guarantee I'm going to have content.
Yeah, we need to start making like Prog crafts. Maybe that could be our new brand, Prog Crafts.
Yes.
We'll start a new channel, just prog related arts and crafts things.
Just find and make something that people want.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You never know. Like
sometimes you don't.
Kind of cool collage or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
We're gonna have to ponder this.
You made some cool like prog related things like that. The Progressive Nation at Sea, the box that you made for me, with all the different mementos.
Where'd it go?
I'm not sure. Oops.
I did make a memento box.
Yeah.
And I did I redrew like the logo symbol, like the artwork for the Progressive Nation at Sea cruise.
Yeah.
But changed the wording so it said Progressive Nathan at Sea.
Yeah,
that was fun. I did do that.
You do little fun projects.
So, okay.
So final news item for today.
Oh, news item number 5.
So this is another, basically a new album announcement and single as well that came out this morning from Charlie Griffiths of Haken. This is his solo record. He's one of the guitarists of Haken. And the upcoming solo album, once again, pronunciation, but it's Tiktaalika, I think, or Tiktaalika. And the first single is called Arctic Cemetery, which comes out June 17th on Inside Out Music. And this single includes guest vocals from Tommy Rogers of Between the Buried and Me. So it is a bit of a heavier track, very metal, very like harsh, growling kind of vocals in it as well. Not really usually my typical thing, but there was some cool musicianship behind it and really great guitar playing and really interesting stuff. And I don't know if the whole record's going to include those style vocals or if there's going to be a variety of different things. But I love Haken. They're a great progressive metal band that kind of one of the premier level bands right now, I think. Love Ross Jennings, who's the vocalist, and he's done a lot of great solo work as well that I've mentioned on the channel. So I thought it was worth an item here to showcase. Something that I'm going to be looking into and interested in. So it's available also for pre-order. It has a cool cover. It has like the album cover itself that they showed looks very Roger Dean-ish, which is like the artist that Yes uses for their album covers. So it has that style to it. It's not Roger Dean. It's a different artist that's kind of influenced by that style, but so I thought that was kind of cool. The album cover looks really neat. So it'll be cool to kind of check this one out and see what it's got on its track list here. So I don't really know the vibe of the whole record, but it should be, it says Charlie draws from his love of old school 80s thrash, 90s tech metal, and alternative rock. So running the gamut from melodic to avant-garde to straight up heavy, bridges the gap between King Crimson and King Diamond, is what it says.
King Diamond?
So.
Is that another band? Yeah,
I think that's a heavier, like heavy metal kind of thing. I'm not as familiar. That's not really the style I'm typically into, but. So it sounds like it probably is a pretty heavy album, so pretty much more for the metal fans than the prog fans, I'm guessing, by the sounds of it, so. But. Love Haken, love what they do, so want to always highlight their band members and what they're up to. So, which Haken, I hope, is coming out with a new record too. Haken. Yeah, we have tickets. It's a double headline, Symphony X and Haken. Mm-hmm. We have tickets to that, so.
We have tickets to like 4 or 5 shows, and we just bought more tickets last
night. Yeah, we bought tickets to not quite a prog artist, but one we like.
Prog adjacent?
Yeah, maybe. So to Weird Al concert. So I thought that could be fun for us. So we're excited.
I've been to a lot of concerts over the years, but the artist that I have seen the most is Weird Al Yankovic. And I have no shame about that. Yeah. He's amazing, and he's such a nice guy.
Right. So. Yeah, his shows are always entertaining and just great musician, great band behind him. And so we always love that. And great comedy.
Yeah.
So...
Prog craft. We're on to something there. Jeff says those Nordic names are tough to pronounce. You need to stand outside in the cold in order to do it correctly. We're in a heat wave right now in Southern California.
Yeah, it's like pretty warm this week in the 90s. Degrees. Yeah.
Fahrenheit. So
already feels like starting to get into summer early.
Yeah. But then it's supposed to turn cold again next week. Is that true?
Yeah, it's kind of like
70 degrees.
Yeah, for us it's cold. Upper 60s.
We're like, it's such a weird culture here sometimes because we'll turn on our air conditioning so that way our house gets cooled off from the heat outside, and then we'll sit under blankets in our house. It makes no sense.
No, not really. We like it colder here.
Yeah.
At least I do.
I like it cold.
You to check out if you're into that sort of prog. It's Parents Seeking Animals. They're Only Passing Through.
Somebody commented on that. They said it was amazing or something like that. It might be higher up.
The Parents Seeking Animals?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is amazing. It's in the running for like my favorite record so far this year. It's really strong. Really recommend you check out that review. And it's members of Spock's Beard coming together and they've created what I said about this album.
One up there, you said?
Yeah, it's up here. I just got the vinyl like yesterday or the day before.
The one with the Patronus on it?
Yeah. So yeah, it's an album where this band's kind of like finally coming into their own, I feel like, where before it was like, oh, this is kind of an offshoot of Spock's Beard. It sounds similar, has some similar vibes to it, but I feel like starting with Prehensile Tales, their last album, and now into this one, they're really formulating their own identity in their own band. So really excited for that album and how the band will develop moving forward. So that was a cool review I recommend to you guys.
Go watch it.
Our last reaction was the Rush one, I think. Rush Subdivisions.
I can't remember. They're starting to all run together.
So that was
because I know we've
like one.
Filmed like 3 or 4, so I don't.
Yeah,
know,
we have
like,
a couple coming up that we've already filmed like a couple weeks ago. So
yeah, do we have another classic albums?
Yeah, this week should be the release of our next classic albums. I've already started editing it. I'm just finishing that up. It's Houses of the Holy, Led Zeppelin. So that should be coming out this week. Our discussion of Led Zeppelin, and hopefully including a reaction to the Rain song. But we'll see if, depending on copyright. I'm worried about it getting blocked. I kind of put it up just as a test to see if it would like block me, and it didn't block. So maybe there's hope. But
if we have to silence the song.
Yeah, we may have to silence the music, and you can kind of like sync it up on your own or something like that. I'll have to come up with that kind of a solution.
We'll figure it out.
Or you could just skip ahead to our discussion of the album if you're not as into that part of it.
Is this the one where we discuss the time signatures?
I don't think so.
No? Is that something else?
That's the upcoming January X, maybe?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
No, it was something that we listened to ahead of time.
You're right. It is Led Zeppelin. The Ocean, the last song has like a weird measure, like it's 4/4 and then 7/8 or something like that. I'm very
proud of that conversation we had.
Yeah, that's definitely now I remember it. Yeah, it's in Houses of the Holy. So that'll be coming out this week. I plan to release that
one, guys.
Tuesday. It's kind of a lengthy one. I was worried about like, is it too long? Should I edit it more? But I think there's a lot of fun discussion, so I'll probably keep it how it is. So, but yeah, that's coming up. Our next Gen Reacts is coming up this week, and we're planning also. I wanted to mention it. We're still kind of working out the details, so I don't know if I want to do a concrete like date yet. But we're planning on doing some kind of celebration of the year mark of this channel. I started this channel April 18th, I want to say, last year. So very close to like the 1 year anniversary of the channel and the 1 year anniversary of our Gen Reacts first reaction video that we did, I think, to Yes's Roundabout, if I remember right. So
that was the perfect song to start me on. That was great.
So that we're planning to do some kind of like live stream together, and I think we're going to do it on a weekend, like on a Sunday is what we're thinking coming up. That's our plan, but I don't want to give a concrete date because we're still deciding, but should be fun. We have some ideas for that we're working on that we think might be fun for everybody. So that's what's coming.
Happy National Library Week.
Oh yeah, that's the big news for Jana.
Go visit your local library.
Yeah.
Donate some books. Be nice to the librarians. Check out some books. So see whatever all the other services that they have, because libraries do so much more than books. So
yeah.
Okay.
Always a good plug for libraries.
Yay, libraries.
All right. So I guess that's good, right?
That's good.
All right. Thank you
We're
guys
done.
so much for joining in. Those who are in the chat, we appreciate you. Some great comments coming out through there. We really like to see that. And hopefully we'll do another, like I said, we'll do a live stream for like a year anniversary of the channel in a few weeks. And then the next Friday Jan is available, we'll probably do a live stream with this. But we have a lot going on in May. So there may not be one in May, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Something. We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah.
Because we have some anniversary trips and things happening. So it should be fun.
It's our 10-year anniversary in May.
Yeah, 10-year anniversary in May. So we're celebrating. There might be a couple weeks where the shows are a bit light. I probably have to take off New Music Friday for a couple weeks because of our trips. But, oh well. Yeah, hopefully
that's all right.
Not too much news breaks out while we're away.
Time off is nice, so everybody needs time off.
Yeah, I think that's true. So yeah, thank you everybody. Hopefully you've had fun here with our live stream, or if you're catching it later. And we'll hopefully see you in another video.
Yes.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in.
Awkward ending.